Hey, it's June the 10th, 2024. And y'all, I made a video earlier about how previously I was slowly sinking financially due to, I don't know, probably the most accurate way to put it is poor decisions on my part. And just not properly planning very much. Which is alright. I'm not crying about it. It's just what God had planned for me upon this journey. You know, sometimes you learn from going down to Chinatown, if you know what I mean. Going way down. Pause. No diddy. So, I was already pretty much leaning towards flat broke. And as I explained before, and I don't want to be too long-winded with it because it's not even the most significant thing I have to tell you right now, is that I promised to pay my phone company a whole heap of money, but I got an expensive phone plan, and that's actually my fault. All of it's my fault, to be honest. But I promised to pay them, and it was a little bit after that I was supposed to pay them. And they took a check for it. And the check that, I told them to take it out on this particular date, they didn't, which is their prerogative. They wound up taking it a few days later, which is normal. They waited until after the weekend to take the money. So, in between time, before the weekend was up, I accidentally did not realize that I had a charge from a different company. And this is for mastering. It's AI software for mastering that music that I've been posting, which is fine. It's perfectly a good software. It's not a big deal. However, I didn't know it would auto-renew like that. I didn't know my bank would let them do that because, to be brief, I did not have that amount of money in my account anyways. As I explained before, it's like $300 some odd for the AI mastering software to charge me again for an annual subscription. I did not have that kind of money. And so on June the 8th, I woke up to a negative bank account. About negative $100. I found that quite startling because not only was it negative $100, but my telephone company had not yet charged to me. And that was unfortunate. And so for that reason, I found myself to be kind of screwed a couple of different ways. First of all, I was $100 negative on my bank account, and also I was pretty sure my phone was about to get shut off because of my negligence. And so I'm still not very sure about the situation, but however, right now as I'm speaking, it's June the 10th, my phone hasn't been shut off, and the reason I'm guessing right now, because I went to my bank account and I noticed it's no longer negative $100. Now it's negative $261. I had no idea that that was even possible. And I still don't know that that's possible. Both the charges are still quote, pending in my bank account. But if you were to go look up the ledger right now, it's negative $261. What's going to come of this? I don't know. The best case scenario is they leave my phone on. That'll help me out a little bit. And that now I'm actually negative $261 in my bank account. That's not even the most interesting thing that I have to tell you. And I'll tell you briefly now that the most interesting thing that I have to tell you, I might have to put in a whole different video, make a separate video about it, but I'll tell you about it right now. Number one, not the most interesting thing, but number one is that I did not have a dream last night, or at least I don't recall having a dream last night. I'm not very relieved by that, because I was kind of like expecting now to have a dream. In case if you might be wondering why I didn't have a dream, I'm not sure exactly why I didn't have a dream, but I do have my theories. And I'll show you right here. You might not recognize what this is. It smells like alien technology. It's a to-go plate. And what was in it was a pad thai from the place in which that I work at currently part-time. And the only reason I got it, it's been a long time since I ate at that place or any other place serving this greasy food. This greasy type food. And the only reason I ate that was because I happened to be there. I was working last night. I was down bad as far as my money, and I knew I had to save whatever money I could get. So I said, this one time, I'm going to go ahead and eat this pad thai and stuff, and it's all greasy, and it's not like anything that I eat particularly. I'm going to go ahead and eat it, and I think that in and of itself, because I hear, greasy food has something to do with your sleep. And I'm pretty sure that's what caused me to not have dreams. And for those people out there who's not smoking reefers or not having reefer gummies, and they still ain't dreaming, I'm pretty sure it's because your diet is absolute trash. That's probably why you ain't dreaming. Because normal people, according to Google, are supposed to dream every night and likely remember parts of the dream. But however, your diet is trash, and this is why you're not dreaming, and you probably should be. So before I end this video, I will also say that I became aware of something last night, and I'm going to go ahead and get myself together, and I'm going to make a video about it. And it's going to take a little bit of time, but I'm going to post it today. Because last night, just to be real brief, something happened. And that something was wild. Quite wild. So wild that I don't know that anything in my dreams could have happened that was more wild. That's how wild it was. Okay? I want to get you ready for it. It's going to be on the next video that I post. Wild stuff. But just to give you a little taste, I hollered at a couple of people just recently. I noticed that they rap sometimes. They had posted it to their YouTube channels, and I happen to know of both of these people. One of which is Brother Shepherd, in which I made a video about him the other day. We've talked a little tiny bit here on YouTube through the comment section, and a little bit through like the live chat, a little bit. I noticed that he rapped, so I lent him an invitation if he so chooses. Mind you, no one has really taken me up on my offer yet. I tend to like the music that I make. I like it. And that makes me happy that I like this. That I'm satisfied with the music that I make. Whether or not other people like it, I don't really know. I know my brother likes it. So, but I invited him to do some rap if he would choose to. If he likes any of the tracks, he can have any of the tracks for free. That's the deal. You can have it for free. If you so choose to bless my track with a rap on it. Meanwhile, I figured for a while now, that if nobody wants to rap over my tracks, let's say, then I will rap over my tracks. Alright? Somebody's got to do it. But, however, I also lent an invitation to a man on the internet as well, who I saw the other day. He laid down a rap song. And it was over, just a non-licensed beat that he had found on the internet. And he went ahead and he made a rap to it. And it's not what the people out there would say, oh, that's all-star rap of like highest caliber of the people who's kind of associated with Diddy and the like. No, it wasn't like that, but I thought it was pretty good rap, and I enjoyed it, and I liked the guy's zeal. The thing is, this man who I saw him rapping, I had actually been subscribed to him only very briefly, very recently, and for different reasons. Alright, this will become clear in my next video. But I just so happened to find out, and I came across a video in which he was rapping, like I said, over this unlicensed beat. I went ahead and I left him a comment. I said, hey, I like this, alright? I like what you did here. I said, hey man, did you make the beat, or did you make the track as well? And then rap over it? And he said no. Or he actually said, I just did the lyrics. And I was pleased by that. I was like, hey, listen, I like your style. Basically, I put it in my reply. I said, I like your style. And, if you happen to so want to, if you enjoy any of these tracks that I'm posting over the next couple of days, then any one of these tracks is yours for free, my man. If you so happen to want it. That's all. You get it for free. And I sent him that comment back. Alright. So I'm sending it to people who I happen to know and like. And, they've actually replied back to me. I've actually made contact with these people. So they're not big stars and stuff with not enough time to talk to me and stuff like that. Before he could reply, this young man, or if he was even planning to reply, before that could happen, this man was arrested, and I seen it on the internet. I mean, I'm talking about within hours of me sending him the invitation to rap upon my music. This man was arrested, and I saw it on the internet. He was arrested following a high-speed chase. So in other words, this man who I'm talking about keeps it way real. In fact, he might be keeping it more real than he's definitely keeping it more realer than myself, and then perhaps more realer than any gangster who I know right now. All right. All the way real. He was really arrested, really a high speed chase. And when I started to look into it, the story is more wild than I could have imagined. And it's more wild than you're probably understanding right now at this point. Okay. So that's to give you a little teaser about the next video I'm fixing to post. It is going to be a mind blower, pause, and a barn burner. And it's wilder than even the dreams that I've been having lately, and this is in reality. So I'll holler at y'all a little bit later over here. It's June the 10th, 2024.